Australian Pepe Mixe Gundren Treng Lee Chone Sungshenang you I request our special guest Treng Lee from Australia to deliver her speech.
Hi everyone, or shall we say g'day from Australia. What an honor to speak here on your day of days when we remember the bravery of resistance and also what we're fighting for. So what does an Australian Chinese journalist have in common with the people of Tibet? Well, like you, I also know the loss of freedom. I was wrongly imprisoned by China for 1,154 days. And like you, I was once helpless. I suffered and lost almost everything. But through that, I became fearless, like you. So how did I get through the 3 years and 2 months, people often ask me, when all I could do in this 3 meter by 7 meter cell was to pace the 1 meter wide corridor. And it's power of the mind. They could imprison me, but they can't take the world out of me. And like you may be exiled from your beloved homeland, but they can't take Tibet out of you. I also found when I could focus not on my own pain, but to help my cellmates who were in a worse position because they were Chinese citizens, I lifted myself from dismay and desperation. I also found that the one thing that is really different about Chinese repression and imprisonment is mind control. The number one rule in our cell was not hitting other people or stealing other people's food. It's about not bad-mouthing the party and its people. And the next 3 rules are about what you can say and how you think as well. And after my release, I've had this privileged position of other people who have suffered coming to me with their stories. An economist who lost his job for saying what he believes to be the truth, which is the property market is very weak in China. A business person who went to the Beijing Petitions Bureau, which is the last avenue where you can have your complaints heard about corruption and injustice in the government. He had to camp outside 24 nights with other thousands of people who were in constant danger of being arrested and taken back to their hometowns by local police. People who froze to death, people who jumped to their deaths using their life in desperation to have the local official investigated. No, you don't hear these stories because there is such fear. Not just the people who are powerless and helpless, but governments that trade with China, business people that have their interests hanging on China. Is that fair? Is that free? Is that the long term to happiness and serenity? Now, what gives me hope at this time when it seems very dark, that might is right and that attack can be used as a form of defense, is what I've seen in Dharamsala and among the Tibetans. I see respect. I feel their humility and their compassion. And having had the honor of meeting His Holiness this morning, when he said, peace is peace of mind. And that is also what helped get me through those terrible, terrible days of not being able to see my family. I only heard my kids' voices once in those 3 years and 2 months. And that peace of mind is from knowing who you are without all the confines of modern living, all the knickknacks and the gadgets and the constant information overload. It's knowing who you are. It's being able to sleep at night because your conscience is clear. It's knowing you have done no harm to others. And that is what I have hope for. And in this complicated age, when we might lose hope, our greatest strengths, your greatest strengths, are your compassion, your authenticity. And with our humanistic voice, this is how we can speak up for the powerless and the voiceless. Because if we can't do that, then what is freedom for? Thank you so much for enduring.
Thank you.